Welcome to this tutorial on remove-job, a PowerShell Cmdlet used for cleaning up completed jobs. When you run background jobs in PowerShell, the job objects remain in memory even after they finish executing. Remove-job helps you free up that memory by deleting job objects you no longer need. This is an essential skill for maintaining clean and efficient PowerShell sessions, especially when working with multiple background jobs. There are 4 main reasons why you should remove jobs regularly. First, memory management. Job objects consume memory resources even after they complete, so removing them frees up system memory. Second, keeping your session clean. When you run get-job, it returns all jobs in the current session. Removing completed jobs keeps this output manageable and easier to read. Third, it's a best practice. Professional PowerShell users remove completed jobs regularly as part of their workflow. And fourth, performance. Over time, accumulating job objects can slow down your session, so regular cleanup prevents this accumulation. Let's look at the basic syntax for remove-job. There are 3 common ways to specify which job to remove. First, you can remove a specific job by its ID number using the -id parameter. For example, remove-job-id5 removes the job with ID 5. Second, you can remove a job by its name using the -name parameter. For instance, remove-job-name process job removes the job named process job. Third, you can pass a job object directly using the -job parameter. This is useful when you've stored a job in a variable, like remove-job-job $job. One of the most common patterns is removing jobs based on their state. You can pipe get-job with a state filter directly to remove -job. For example, get-job-state completed pipe remove-job removes all jobs that have finished successfully. Similarly, get-job-state failed pipe remove-job removes all jobs that encountered errors during execution. And get-job-state stopped pipe remove-job removes jobs that were manually stopped before completion. This pattern is extremely useful for bulk cleanup operations. The -force parameter is an important option that forces removal of running jobs without stopping them first. Normally, you cannot remove a job that is still running. PowerShell will throw an error if you try. However, adding -force overrides this protection. For example, remove-job-id3 force will forcefully remove job 3 even if it's currently running. You can also combine it with get-job to remove all jobs including running ones, like get-job pipe remove-job-force. Use this parameter carefully as it terminates jobs without giving them a chance to clean up properly. For more advanced scenarios, you can filter jobs before removing them using where-object. The first example shows removing jobs older than 1 hour. We pipe get-job to where-object and check if the PS endtime property is less than 1 hour ago. Jobs meeting this condition are then piped to remove-job. The second example removes jobs with a specific name pattern. We use where-object with the -- operator to match job names starting with backup. Any jobs matching this pattern are removed. This filtering approach gives you precise control over which jobs get deleted. Before using remove-job, keep these important considerations in mind. First, and most critical, once you remove a job, its results are permanently lost. There's no way to recover them. Second, always retrieve job results using receive-job before removing the job object. Once removed, you can't access the output anymore. Third, you cannot remove running jobs without the -force parameter. PowerShell protects running jobs by default. And fourth, remove-job produces no output unless an error occurs. It works silently when successful, so don't expect confirmation messages. Let's see a complete workflow that demonstrates proper job management. First, we start a background job using start-job and store it in the $job variable. The job runs get-process in the background. Next, we pipe the job to wait-job, which pauses execution until the job completes. Then, we retrieve the results by piping $job to receive -job and storing the output in $results. This is crucial because we need to get the results before removing the job. Finally, we clean up by piping $job to remove -job. This workflow ensures you never lose job results and always clean up after yourself. Following this pattern will help you write professional PowerShell scripts.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.